I got some new gear for the new year, and I figure it's time to give an updated music room tour. I'm going to show you the whole thing, man. Check it out. Today's episode is brought to you by Club 33. Grab a channel membership today for only $4 and get early access to all episodes, an exclusive members-only video every month, giveaways, and more. Plus, your support helps this channel continue to grow. All right, I will start the tour from the very beginning, taking you down the stairs. What I'll do is bring the camera down here, quickly pan around the entire space. You kind of see what's what and who's who in the zoo, and then I'll come back and talk about things in more detail. Anyway, there's the bar. Here is the main hangout area for movies and music and whatnot, and tucked away in the corner through that door is what you see in all my videos, or most of them. That's the music room, my office, channel 33 RPM World Headquarters. So the bar, it is actually, or was actually, a roughed-in bathroom, and we were using it as a storage room. The former homeowners wanted to make it into a bathroom, but during COVID, I made this a COVID project, ripped out the door, ripped out the wall, put in the counter there, and made it into a bar. The cupboards are from IKEA, and the shelving is from IKEA. The walls, it kind of reminds me of like Hooters Chic or something. That's not paneling, that's real wood on the wall. Over here, we got the bar fridge full of sodas, a lot of Diet Pepsi, wine, beer, and some other miscellaneous stuff. And there's a bunch of coasters on the wall. That's stuff that, you know, when you go to a restaurant, they give you those drink coasters or beer coasters. Sometimes we swipe them and hang them on the wall. They're from all over Canada, US, Mexico. So yeah, that's the bar. There's the TV. I probably should have put it on for this video, but it works. Off the bar, I got my video game. That was a Capcom bowling machine from the late 80s. I found it at a thrift store for a couple $100. The cabinet was in awesome condition, but as the years went by, we kind of got bored of the bowling. So I had a local guy convert this to a 60-in-1 machine. It's got tons of classic games on there. Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, all the way up to Sholin's Road, which is probably one of my favorites. He souped it up with all the lights and stuff as well. On the wall, some of my, I like to say it's some of our family's favorite movies, but if I'm honest, it's some of my favorite movies. Poltergeist, Halloween 1978, Pulp Fiction, love it, man. On the wall, we have a bunch of license plates related to movies and pop culture. Out of Time from Back to the Future, Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters, Ass Man. 33 RPM from Virginia. A viewer sent that over for me. It was on his vehicle. Cobra Kai. Love it, man. As I said, here's the main area. I spend way too much time down here watching movies and whatnot. Projector is a 1080p from BenQ. My long-term goal is to get into 4K, but I think this looks pretty darn good. Behind that, I got the monsters. Every year from Spirit Halloween, I pick up a new monster or something. Chucky doll, I'm keeping that one in the box. If the box is ever empty, we're all in trouble, aren't we? More Michael Myers, an authentic Pac-Man. And my movie collection, my Blu-rays. It's not a huge collection. Some people ask me if they could see my movie collection. It's modest, but I gotta say I'm buying probably more Blu-rays than vinyl nowadays, because movies are still a pretty good deal. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Most of the books there, if I'm honest, are music related, but I suppose that makes sense. And then here, this is the main audio setup in this room. I'll give you some more details on what we have here.
Channel 33 RPM.
So over here, I actually have two separate sound systems, one for surround listening and the other for two-channel listening. Both of those systems share the same front speakers, and I switch between the amps using a Neo Hippo ET30 speaker amp switcher. It's a device you see there with the large VU meters. The surround system includes an Xbox for games, streaming, and Blu-rays. That goes into a Yamaha for my American friends, RX V485 surround receiver. On the other side here, the two-channel system includes my Hitachi PS48 direct drive turntable. I believe it's from 1978. It has a vintage Pickering XV15625E cartridge with a modern Jaco stylus. That goes into my Marantz PM6004 integrated amp, which I brought over from my music room, which I'll show you in more detail in a second. For streaming in this setup, I have a Wiim Pro Plus streamer, which I picked up on Black Friday. They had that big sale. This is the second second Wiim I own. I also have a Wiim amp in a separate system I have upstairs in the family room. For speakers, I just got these. These are new additions. I love them. These are DALI Oberon 7 speakers. Initially, I was going to put them in my music room, but they worked better out here in a bigger space. I gotta say, as new to the DALI brand, I think they're bigger in Europe. They're not super popular here in Canada anyway. For those not in the know, DALI stands for Danish Audiophile Loudspeaker Industries. These speakers, man, the 7s, the Oberon 7s, have a huge soundstage, huge. Interestingly, DALI does not recommend towing in these speakers, so that's why they're not towed in here. I love them, absolutely love them, highly recommend them. They replace my Fluence XL7F speakers, which I'm currently selling. So there we go. There's the main hangout area. I will pan around over here and take you into the music room, as the sign says. Channel 33 RPM World Headquarters. That's where I sit. I work at home sometimes. I also do all my videos here, so that's where I do all my editing. And this is the kind of stuff here that you see behind me when I'm doing the videos. All my records on these IKEA shelves. My compact discs, those are also IKEA shelves, Nedby series, but those have since been discontinued, but you can still find them used quite a bit. People are downsizing their physical media, so they're getting rid of those CD media shelves. They also work for Blu-rays and DVDs and that kind of stuff. I'd love to tell you my CDs are sorted well, but they aren't. On this side, there's some 8-tracks. On this side, there's some CD box sets, Black Sabbath, Whitesnake, than all my other compact discs. I gotta organize them better at some point. Got some movie posters on the wall. These are replicas, for the most part, of local shows that I attended. Korblund. The Kiss one I didn't attend. That was from 1974, but I always thought it was cool. That was Kiss's first appearance in my hometown. Got the Kiss comics on the wall. Got the Pink Floyd compact disc box set. Got a Motley Crue poster from 1987. And one of my guitars, that's a Gretsch. I actually bought that. Well, I got it for my 50th birthday from my wife and mother-in-law. I picked it out at Guitar Center in Fargo, North Dakota. Beautiful guitar, man. Only $375 US. New. I couldn't believe it. Got some records here. People ask me, Frank, where did I get those record shelves from? Those are also discontinued, unfortunately. They are from IKEA, and they're picture ledges. IKEA sells a similar version now, but they're a bit shorter and a bit different. If you have a store called Jisk or Yisk in your neck of the woods, they also sell similar picture ledges. And here are the records. They are all sorted alphabetically from A to Z. And within each artist, I try my best to keep them in chronological order by year of release. Sometimes they get a little out of sorts, but they're mostly sorted that way. And towards the back there, I have compilations, soundtracks, that sort of stuff. Starting at A, all the way down to Z, XYZ, or Z, depending on where you're from. And there's a television. I typically have like the Channel 33 RPM logo up on there when I'm doing a video, but it's a Roku TV, so I can stream there and whatnot. Let's check out some of the gear. Here I have my Project debut carbon turntable. I've had this for probably a decade. I've upgraded it over the years, adding an acrylic platter, an Ortophone 2M blue stylus, and some other stuff. And it is sitting on top of this Fluence turntable isolation base. Moving along, next to this we have my Marantz CD 6004, and next to that, brand new, this is my new Cambridge Audio AXA35 integrated amp. It runs 35 watts. I originally intended to put the Cambridge Audio amp in my movie room, but the Marantz worked out better there. Cambridge amp, by the way, is excellent. Great value for the money. Seems louder than the 35 watts. Nice, clean, clear sound. On top of the amp, we have my Blue Sound Node streamer. Again, an excellent streamer. I actually prefer this one over the Wiim, but it's also more expensive than the Wiim. And next door to that, I have my favorite turntable. This is my Technics SL1200 Mark II turntable. This thing is a tank. It's a beast. It's going to outlive me and probably all of you as well. And I've equipped this one with a Concord Elite stylus. Sounds great, man. Nice, detailed warm, zero complaints. In this room for speakers, I have Fluence reference series speakers, and I have these edifiers up here. Those edifiers are connected to my computer, and I typically use those when I'm editing video. They do a good job for that. That is for sure. And that's the music room, man. This is where I spend way too much time, but I love it here. Again, here is the main basement room. Dig that, man. And the bar, which is kind of the social center of the whole household, at least in wintertime. In summertime, I'm outside all the time, but otherwise, the basement is where I love to hang out. All right, 33ers, what kind of gear are you rocking in your music room? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching. Till next time, keep on spinning.